2024 was a rough year for the Sony Spider-Man Universe. Despite 3 releases in 1 year, the critically panned franchise finally closed its doors for good. Today, at Movie Recap Pro, we look at the possibility of any SSU characters ever making it to the MCU. How's your eyesight? I can see better than I ever have. While Venom, Morbius, and the rest of the SSU ensemble can't return to their own movies, there are chances of incorporating them into the MCU. While the SSU takes place in a different dimension, the two franchises have crossed over with each other twice. An after-credit scene in Morbius revealed that the MCU's Vulture has entered the SSU dimension, and he's looking for a villain team-up. The last 2 Venom movies similarly found Eddie Brock and Venom traveling back and forth between the MCU and the Sony timelines. In another scene, Venom also watches Tom Holland's Spider-Man on television. But while these inter-franchise connections have only lasted briefly, future MCU movies can tease characters like Tom Hardy's Venom or Aaron Taylor-Johnson's Kraven as supporting characters or in cameo appearances. The best possibility of bringing back the SSU characters in the MCU is in Avengers, Doomsday, or the movies after it. Judging by the film's title and Robert Downey Jr.'s casting as Doctor Doom, this ambitious MCU title might find Doctor Doom creating Battleworld. In the comics, Battleworld is a dimension created by Doom that includes environments and characters from different parts of the multiverse. Battleworld makes for an easy excuse to include characters from the Sony films, from Venom to Madam Web. However, it's also possible that the MCU chooses not to focus heavily on such Sony characters, given their limited fan base. Other than the Venom trilogy, all the SSU movies have been universally panned by critics and audiences alike. Fan-favorite comic characters like Morbius, Kraven, Rhino, and Madam Web were let down by underwhelming screen portrayals, most of which were also very unfaithful to the comics. While Venom movies were somewhat divisive, Tom Hardy's earnest portrayal of the symbiote and journalist Eddie Brock yields some potential. The MCU has already toyed with multiple realities and timelines with films like Deadpool and Wolverine, so the MCU can certainly toy with Marvel characters from other non-MCU movies. Including Sony characters like Venom, Kraven, and Madam Web in the MCU doesn't seem impossible. The only question is if MCU fans would themselves be interested. Currently, it seems like Tom Hardy's Venom is the safest bet to join the MCU, but with all the critical and financial losses the SSU brought Marvel, it's best if the franchise remains in the shadows for now. With the MCU continuing Tom Holland's stint as Spider-Man, the MCU will be focusing on new heroes and villains for this version of the Wallcrawler. The SSU characters can always return for some exciting Easter eggs and cameos, but it seems unlikely that they will play a major role in shaping the MCU's future course. Thanks for watching, Screenar, and stay tuned for more Spider-Man news.